Conversations, discussions, and talk are part of life. This is Real Talk, and I remain your host, Wale Adebayo. Relationships are often described as connection or association between two or more people. It depends on the nature of the relationship. It can either be casual, it can also be emotional. Today we'll be looking at love in the workspace. And I want to ask the 1 million question: can you date your coworker? To look at this wonderful topic with us today, I have with me on my right-hand side Mr. Jerry Blake. He is a singer and a radio presenter with Empire Radio. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Also, I have Isu Faith Oluchi, another media personality with Niger Street Matter. Also, she's a teacher and a minister. You're welcome, Faith.
Thank you, sir.
I want to start with you first. Can you date a coworker?
Yes, I can. That's why I find the real thing, true love. Why not?
Wow. She said if that's where she finds the real thing, true love. Do you agree with that, Jerry?
Well, in as much as I want to, I don't agree because there are so many issues surrounding that. First of which is the office gossip. If we have that kind of relationship in the office, when there's one issue or the other, it spreads around the entire worker. So it's an issue. I wouldn't agree to that.
Well, you said you wouldn't agree to that. I also want to bring you to this. You said where you find love. Actually, what if such love is against company policy? Because we have companies that would not allow people to find true love within the confines of the office space.
Of course, there are organizations, like you said, and it's always the rule. It's part of the rule. Every organization has that rule, which is no dating of co-workers. Now, if I find true love, I'm sure, like I said, true love, so it's not just me, the other parties also involved. Now, the thing is, as much as we want to do that, we have to be professional. Okay, if the organization is saying a nay to it, now our own aspect of professionalism comes in where we're not sitting around the offices hugging and trying to make it a public thing. That's where professionalism comes in. It's either we stick to the rule of ourselves, we have a rule, we sit down and say, okay, fine, we love each other, but it's against the rule. So we don't do anything like saying hugging and trying to tell anybody. We meet ourselves outside on a date. So we have to keep it professional. I think that will help.
She kept mentioning professional. Can you be professional with true love?
That's the reason I want to counter what she said, because she kept saying true love. How do you know that person is true love? I've had a friend that has dated about 3 different women in one office. You know, you just keep breaking up and all of that. So the issue of true love does not come in. Under the
guise of true love, eh?
Yes, under the guise of true love. So the issue there is the reason why major companies don't allow such is because the disadvantages is more higher than the advantages. There are just only a few. If you guys break up, that is the major one. You break up, there will be problems, and Osakari knows, instead of you to do the job that you have been paid for, you start making it look like they force you to come to the work. So I would not say that any person that is in love, or rather dating anybody, will be extremely 100% professional.
Well, you're talking about
love, or rather dating anybody will be extremely 100% professional.
Well, you're talking about breakup now.
Yeah.
It leads me to, if your true love, if your office romance actually leads to marriage, and organizations give you the condition, one person must go and one person must stay, are you ready to follow that choice?
Like I said, yes. For everything that has to be true. Now, just as much as you have seen the bad part of it, I've seen people that met and then they led to marriage, led to child, and they're still together. So let's not always look at the bad part. Let's stick to the good part too. Okay, now this is it. When it comes to stepping down, that's where, like I said, true love, there has to be an agreement. You love me, I love you, want to take this further. Now, if
so just say marriage, don't even say true love, just say
that's
marriage.
That's just it, that's leading to marriage, making a home together, yes, let's use that word. So now, if it has to do with, okay, one person has to step out, because there is no way we want to get married outside, one person has to be invited, the COO, the CEO, the HR has to get informed. Now, if the organization is telling us, okay, one person has to step down, now we go back to ourselves, both of us, okay, now let's sit down. Who's stepping down? Now, in stepping down, you don't just step down because the love is there. You check, okay, you're receiving a high pay that will sustain the home. Okay, I'm receiving less. How about I step down and then I go to another organization? And there are diverse ways to sort things out.
She said one is receiving higher pay, another is receiving lower pay. But what if you're on the same pay pedestal?
Now, that is the issue. What would happen in that scenario is who is much more regarded in the office or has a higher responsibility that the company knows that, okay, because both of you can be married, but both of you cannot be on the same level Do you understand what I'm saying? So one person might be a head of HR, or the other person might be working in another sector. So both of them will have to agree on who is much more, how would I put it now, who's
Highly
more highly
influential.
placed in the office. So the lesser, let me not say which of them would have to step down.
Now, let me bring in this. There's a case of two lovers in an organization.
Yeah.
And they presented a marriage invitation to the organization.
Yeah.
The following week, they were both sacked. Both of them were sacked based on the fact that they violated the company policy that you cannot date. So it brings me to the question. In this case, and I want to ask you, Jerry, because you said that the issue of favoritism, and I want to bring the fact that favoritism or no favoritism, familiarity will breed a lot of concept.
Yeah.
So do you really think we can find true love within an office space?
Yeah, actually, let me not say that we can't. We can. But the issue remains, the business is the most important part of what we are talking about. You are coming to my office. I mean, let's assume I'm the owner of the company. Both of you might even be, one of them might be my brother and the other my sister-in-law. Both of them coming in, I will not treat them like their family. Because they say when family and friends pay for business, that's when the business grows. So imagine a big organization. So I'll make them know that, look, your relationship should not be in this office. Don't bring your relationship outside in here. So, and I would put the what we call the rules that no relationship has to come in except both of you are married.
Now, based on the practical, on the true to life experience I just told you, if you're in that case and the organization says the two of you should go because you broke company policy, what would you do?
You go.
Okay, the company's giving us a sack letter.
Yeah, because they said
because
that initially you broke the company policy, that there's no true love within the office space.
Yeah, we would. If they're saying we have to.
So it means true love triumph over every other.
Yes, it does, because yes, we
You
will
guys
leave.
will grow hungry.
The thing is the fact that
You go.
okay, the company's giving us a sack letter.
Yeah, because they said
because
that initially you broke the company policy, that there's no true love within the office space.
Yeah, we would. If they're saying we have to.
So it means true love triumph over every other.
Would. Yes, it does, because yes, we
You
will
guys
leave.
will grow hungry.
The thing is the fact that that company is telling us to leave doesn't mean another company won't accept us. If you're good at what you do, your CV is giving a top-notch qualifications, you're good practically, then you go for interviews, and you get to have this work. Why not? One door closes, a lot of other doors will pop open. So the fact that we're leaving, now like you said, maybe a week, 2 are married.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, there's no way we would have spent all of our savings.
Yeah.
So if we're working and earning, we have savings. We've got plan. We're not just going to start planning for our wedding a week, 2 when we're getting the
But you
letter.
guys are supposed to see it in the document that they don't allow couples to come in.
But she
Now,
said true love.
This is it. Now this is. I want you to know something. Don't make it look like you say no. The fact that it's in the rule, it means it should not happen. It is happening, and it will still happen.
Well, it's not happening in some places and it will not happen.
If you might not know, because they might decide to keep it professional, like I said.
Oh well, we just need to round up, and I just want one take from you. What advice would you give to those who are currently probably in a romantic relationship within the office space?
Keep it professional and get one person in the management involved. If it is the HR, one person you see in terms of handling information who can be very, very conservative, and then give you
Discreet also?
discreet. That's the word. Get one person involved. So when it happens, I'm sure the HR might have told you, okay, this is what you would do based on the rules of the. So get one person.
Keep it professional. Jerry, what advice do you have to those, I know you don't support, office, those who are currently in one office relationship or the other? What advice do you have for them?
If I find out you're gone.
Are you sure we're going to have staff?
In just one word. Well, this is Real Talk, where the conversation never ends. And you've heard it. Please, if you're in an office relationship, make it professional. But Jerry disagrees and say, hey, follow the company policy. This is where we drop the curtain on today's edition of Real Talk, where the conversation never ends. I remain your host, Wale Adebayo, saying, keep it locked on this channel. See you on the next edition of Real Talk.